Powell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
And Howell will throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Go street. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Howell looking to throw again.
And he takes a shot.
Let him throw that. Yeah, let him get that out of his hand. Pick.
Some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Check smash. Check smash. Mustang 19. Take up.
Howell down to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
To throw, here's Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Nix.
They got a weird-ass bump off the line, dude. He had him beat, but he fucking like bumped him weird.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Let's go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Back to throw, Howell.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Baron Browning in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Nix.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Nix from the shotgun.
It's a KO, man. Like, come on.
He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's a damn near fumble territory, but it took like 5 steps.
Right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Mustang 19. 19 Lion. Go.
Throwing here, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurt. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Get up.
Now Howell. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way.
What is that throw? That is a touchdown. What the fuck?
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard
Man, roasted.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking.
I swear this shit is like rigged, bro. Like, they'll give me ball. Like, if I was down 10 or 14 right there, they'll give me a good pass.
Really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. 18 Rattler. Hunt.
Here's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell. It's close.
We'll give him that.
And 15 shy of the 10. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Howell.
Where's my hard flat?
Quez Watkins from 10 yards out. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass.
That's just be ugly right now, bro. I gotta stop doing dumb shit.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me,
Say stop doing dumb shit and I do dumb shit at the next play. What the fuck?
how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Nix to the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Man, bro, that could be like the worst rack animation ever.
That one good for 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Short throw caught by Dulcich. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw. Nix.
Oh my God, what a bailout, man.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Nix once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive.
He drops it.
Start chopping into that lead, and maybe inspire your defense to help out as well. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
60 Bison. Let's go now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Rangers. Check go.
Operating from the gun. Howard. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
It's one time I forgot to turn it back on conservative after that goal line touchdown I had. It's hilarious.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't get the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Let me put my shit back on conservative when I get the ball.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
One fucking run play without conservative on the fumble. That's why I always use conservative. Always.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Got a possible fucking 24-point game turns into a 10-point game.
Out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims from a yard out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Hey, smash. Hurt, hurt. Chap, check, chap, check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to push his way through. Looking right side.
Oh, he catches that shit.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. The Bills send the punter out. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix.
Bro, they're like, I just can't get a break, bro. I'm like with that shit. Anytime I try to throw a ball past 5 yards, bro, they do some dumb shit. And wide open, he has to throw right to the fucking DB.
Charles getting the interception here, and look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this
It's like the closest blowout I've ever played in my life.
Brandon, this defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair. Here's Bass now to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Denver.
Here's the option. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rolling to his right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointment. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the 34-yard line here, second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going. It's Nix. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. And Howe will throw it. Able to shake him off. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Howe with one final shot. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And they're moving on to the conference